Arguing over money is one of the oldest and fastest ways to turn your relationship into a battlefield. So is it best to share the pot, or should you keep your dollars divided? Relationship expert Jill Goldson joins us now. Jill, good morning.
Good morning.
I was telling Hilary and Jim earlier that years ago I knew this couple. You could walk into their house, and if you said, "That's a nice picture," one of them would say, "Oh no, that's my picture."
Yes.
Is that very common? That must be uncommon, mustn't it?
Look, I think really in the end it comes down to the individual couples about the way that they handle money, but you're absolutely right. Money, finances, who owns what and who has what spending power is right up there in terms of creating resentment and destructive elements in a relationship. So given any typical Monday morning like this morning, damp, wet, following the weekend, I will often have clients coming in who are seething about issues which are to do with money.
And is this issues where one partner has spent money that the other one doesn't agree with, or what sort of things are they?
Typically, yes, it often is the small push-pulls that get people very upset about money. And in fact, where one person snaps off light bulbs at 9 in the evening to save money, the other partner might want to go out and buy customised chandeliers.
No, that's me. That is me, actually. You've nailed me to the wall on this one. I'll go around turning lights off, and I won't think twice about wasting money on a stupid car.
Yes, yes.
All right. Is it hard to say which is better or which is not? Because one thing we have to say nowadays is that the law takes care of property, dividing property. So this isn't about dividing property at the end of the day. This is about how you run your life.
Look, it's about dynamics. That's absolutely right. And in my work, I tend to have 3 key areas that I get my clients to focus on. The first one is to look at goals, and goals are going to change throughout the family life cycle, basically. Your goals when your first child is born will be very different from goals when your last child is about to leave home. I think, too, that in relationships we've got to understand that each personality has a particular financial personality. So who you are about money is very much to do with your upbringing.
So if you have very different goals, if you have very different goals, the marriage is jiggered, isn't it? I mean, the whole relationship's down the toilet if you've got different goals.
No, not at all.
No, I think it is, Jill.
And in fact, to lose a relationship because of resentment and pushing and pulling about your financial goals or who owns what is really a loss of a huge investment.
I mean, it always comes down to communication, doesn't it? But if you had to call it, if you had to say one way is better than the other, I bet you don't do this, which way would it be? Separate or joint?
And I don't. Of course I don't, because I'm a mediator and I mediate. So the second thing that I try and get people to do is to understand each other and to understand that their goals and perceptions.
All right. Jill, thank you so much for joining us. We could talk about this all morning, but we will have you back and continue the conversation. Jill Goldson, relationship expert. And that's it for today.